Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Mark.
And this is F1 Fanatics. Welcome to a new series on the channel. We are going to enter the quiz world. Now, to put a little backstory into this, we did actually do a Formula 1 quiz, which was basically we got some of the guests who've been on the F1 Worldwide podcast in together. But having a load of people in one quiz turns out that the audio doesn't turn out that great. But what we are launching today is F1 Mastermind. So each one will come back individually to compete in a mastermind round with a round on their specialist topic and also a round of general knowledge. The two highest scoring people at the end will then go head to head in a contest to be crowned the first F1 Mastermind champion on the channel. We are very happy to welcome here today our first contestant and guest. It is Kaitey.
Hi guys.
How do you feel, Kaitey?
I'm a little bit apprehensive, but yeah, bring it on. I'll do my
Maybe,
best.
why would you be apprehensive? What could make you feel that way?
I just have no idea how the questions are going to... Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm just a little bit apprehensive of how they're going to be worded and if it's going to catch me out, so...
Would you like to tell everyone what your mastermind subject of choice is?
Yeah, unsurprisingly, it is the Formula 1 career of Kevin Magnussen from 2014 to up to date, 2020. Not that we've had anything so far, but...
Perfect. And our questions are going to be divided in the ever-kind Mark will be leading the questions on the specialist topics during this series, and I will then give the general knowledge quiz. So we are going to start off with, I'm getting the timer ready, so when we are ready, Mark, they have a minute to answer as many questions as they can in this time. So Mark, let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Kaitey, your choice of subject is Kevin Magnussen. These are your mastermind questions. Are you ready?
Ready.
We are starting. What is Kevin's middle name?
Jan.
What town is Kevin from?
Roskilde.
Although Kevin got a podium on debut, what was his highest finishing position for the rest of that season?
Oh.
You can pass.
Pass.
How many race starts has Kevin made?
Starts 102.
How many career points has Kevin achieved?
157.
How many fastest laps does Kevin have to his name?
2.
What is the reason Kevin took the number 20?
Because it was his championship winning car in Dams in 2013.
Although Kevin did not race in 2015, what Grand Prix did he attempt to start and why could he not take the start?
Australia, because there was a problem with the engine, I believe.
Who did Kevin replace at McLaren?
And that is the time there. And 7 questions correct. I think that's a very strong start, actually, Kaitey. I think you should be impressed with that. There were some cruising ones in there, and you only passed on 1 question. And Mark, can you let us know the answer to the question she passed on?
5th.
Oh, I was thinking that as well, but I wasn't quite sure if it was 5th or 6th.
So, Kaitey, 7, I say very impressive there. But now it is time to test your general knowledge of F1 with your second minute beginning now. Who was the 1958 Formula 1 World Champion?
Fangio.
No. Who designed the double chassis F1 car that never raced?
Pass.
Who is the youngest ever F1 champion?
Lewis?
Wrong. How many world titles did Mika Hakkinen win?
2.
Correct. How many podiums does Sergio Perez have?
3.
Wrong. 8. What year and race was Lewis Hamilton final drive for McLaren?
God. No, pass.
How many world titles have British drivers won?
Oh, God, that's a horrible question.
And that is the minute up. Oh, the general knowledge one was a tough one in there, Kaitey. Only scoring one round, one score in there. The answer to your questions you got wrong there. The 1958 Formula 1 World Champion was, of course, the first ever British World Champion, Mike Hawthorne. The double chassis F1 car that never raced was a Lotus, and it was by Colin Chapman there. Who is the youngest ever F1 champion is Sebastian Vettel. How many podiums does Sergio Perez have? He has 8. And what year and race was Lewis Hamilton's final drive for McLaren? Brazil 2012.
Yep. It's just when the pressure's on, your brain just, your brain just goes to hot.
8 points as a whole, I think, still was a very good score, Kaitey, because I think you absolutely smashed your specialist knowledge. But when it came to the general knowledge under the pressure of the mastermind chair,
I crumbled.
It came to you. But, Kaitey, thank you very much for being our first contestant on F1 Mastermind. We hope you've enjoyed your time on the show. We will obviously let you know whether 8 is good enough to make it into the grand final at the end. But Kaitey, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. And guys, this will be a weekly series coming out for you on Thursdays, and the next contestant up with you will be Jason Rogers to come up, so make sure you tune in and see how he gets on in the F1 Mastermind quiz. But for now, you F1 fans, keep racing!